Hey everyone, it's Laurie from Quick Scrap Craft. Welcome back to the channel. Here we go with a process video for my December Daily 2023 album. This is day 2, spread 2. I didn't do pictures for every single day of December, but this just happens to be the second spread, and the pictures happened on December 2nd. So yeah, I'm doing what I kind of talked about in the last December Daily process video, where I said I thought I wanted to open up the photo flap and create like a pull-out spread type of thing. So that's what I'm trying to do here. I've got a photo of our elf on the shelf who left a bath bomb for my daughter that night. I guess the elf on the shelf photos are always from the night before, when, the elf arrives and I just happen to be there to take a picture of it, right? And so then the second photo is actually something that happened during the day. So I'm going to use both of those photos on this spread today, and I'm using some Christmas paper and other stuff that I got from my local scrapbook store that recently closed down. The dimensions of this booklet are kind of like, I want to say just for ease of use, it's like 4x7. It's kind of a weird shape, and it's hard to keep the pages open as you're working. It's from Vicky Boutin. I doubt that it's sold anymore. I've had it for so long. I'm only using it in the interest of using things from my stash instead of going out and buying another album. So I had this and I said, well, I guess I'll use it, but I honestly would not recommend it. I just wouldn't recommend it. I don't think there are no limitations. It's just, it's hard to work with, but I'm glad that I am using it because it's something that has been out in my scrap room for several years now. And I've always thought maybe I could use it for a December daily. And here I am. Now I'm using it. So I cut some of the green sort of shimmery Christmas tree, or is it Christmas trees or is it, now I can't remember. Show me to, oh yes, it's not trees, it's snowflakes, but they have sort of a silver metallic going on there, which I really like. So I've got 2 panels of that. And then in the center, I'm just going to do a simple red cardstock. And of course I had to cut into a larger scrap piece of cardstock because my smaller scraps were too small. So that's fine. I do want to take a lot of my scraps from these 2 spreads that I've done so far and put them on a larger scrapbook layout for my December photos. So maybe I'll get a process video for that done soon. Stay tuned. If you want to see more, and hopefully once I get back on a regular posting schedule, if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. And thanks so much for watching this video and being a subscriber. No matter who you are, if you like this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button because it helps the algorithm and all of that things. And it lets me know that you liked it. So there you go. I am going to mat this photo, which was 4x6. I cut it down to 4x4 just so that I could see, the cardstock that's behind it. The other photo, because it was going behind that little photo flap, I just kept it the same size, but I did cover that up. I covered up the back of the photo with some of that green pattern paper. So it didn't really matter what size that photo was. You're only seeing what's showing through the photo frame. So yeah, this is basically, it's almost like a 4-panel, right? A 4-panel spread, because you've got the photo frame on the outside. Excuse me. You open it up. You've got 1, 2, 3 more panels. So this did take a little bit of time and a little bit of like trying to figure things out. What do I want to put where, and how do I want this to look? Because it's a lot different than working with a 12x12. A 12x12 page, right? It's the smaller sizes, the smaller albums, they're definitely more challenging for me, definitely. That's why usually when I do a December daily, I do it like a 6x8 binder album, because I can do the 6x8 pocket pages or a 6x8 full spread, and it does make things a little bit easier. So I would highly recommend that size for a December daily, but let me know in the comments below if you do December daily and what size you prefer to scrap in. Actually, I even think like a small traveler's notebook size. Do they still make those? Because I think that would be a really good December daily style to print out like 2x3 or 3x4 size photos and just do really quick little spreads in a traveler's notebook. I don't remember the dimensions of a traveler's notebook because I haven't used one in a while, but they were really popular a couple years ago. But like I said, I don't actually know if they still make them. So that's something to look into, right? I would say that I could go to Michael's and check it out, but like I don't buy scrapbook supplies from Michael's anymore. I just can't. I can't. All their stuff is just like Michael's brand, which is fine, but it's never what I'm really looking for. And I like to use different manufacturers. I don't want to just use Michael's brand stuff. I want to use American Crafts and Photoplay and all that fun stuff. So thanks a lot, Michael's, for ruining my scrapbook shopping experience. I am using, for some of the pieces in here, I've been using the double-sided adhesive squares, but just because of the way this album is made, the double-sided adhesive squares are really not very strong. So in some places, I will put down a glue dot, and I'm using just the regular size glue dots, not the mini ones. The mini ones are for like smaller embellishments, but I am just using glue dots adhesives, craft dots. That's what it says on the box. They're about 1/2 inch. And so they're nice and big. And I hope that they keep all of my stuff in place in this album since there are no page protectors or anything like that. Everything's just kind of out in the open. Yeah. So now I'm trying to figure out embellishments. I do not have a lot of Christmas embellishments. And what I do have, I would kind of like to save for Christmas cards. So I'm trying to get a little creative here to figure out like what I want to do. I have a lot of those Doodlebug tags, but in the interest of not doing like a tag on every spread and then multiple tags in one spread, I'm trying to get a little creative. So I fussy cut that snowman out. He's actually supposed to be a snowman cookie because this Doodlebug collection is like, I think it's called Gingerbread Kisses. Yeah. It's called Gingerbread Kisses, and it's very much like cookie decorating themed, which is perfect because I do have at least one photo of cookie decorating, but obviously I'm not going to use this whole collection on just that one photo. So I'm just trying to get creative. I cut that out. I glued it down. I've got one of the tabs or one of the tags where I'm going to do a little bit of journaling on later. And then I've got a North Pole sort of ticket thing that was from a Pinkfresh Christmas collection. I want to say maybe 2 years ago. And so now I've moved on to, well, the middle of this spread that had the picture of my daughter with her face looking through a snowman. I took another Pinkfresh embellishment that sort of was a 3D embellishment, and I stuck that down at the bottom. So that kind of embellishes that page. I will go and do a little bit of something on the inside page, but we'll get there. Right now I'm putting this really fun candy cane striped paper from My Mind's Eye. The collection is called Holly Jolly. That makes sense, very Christmassy. And I'm just sticking it down underneath that photo, and I'm going to do a little bit of a little bit of embellishing again with another tag that kind of matches, and not the same manufacturer, but it has the same similar red and white stripes on it. So I thought that would be kind of perfect to go on top of that. And then I will add some enamel dots to the very top. Something I want to try for the next spread, fingers crossed, wish me luck, is to take a piece of pattern paper and cut out the square so that it like lays right on top and you don't have the white piece at the top of this spread. If you can see what I'm talking about there. I don't know how easy that's going to be. I guess I could just take up the piece of paper and I could trace behind the square. Okay, it doesn't seem like it'll be that difficult. So that'll be my next goal as I progress through all of these pages in my December daily. Yeah, of course, I had my photos all organized and then my daughter saw them out on my desk and she went through them. So I don't think they're in order anymore. But I'll figure it out. And like I said, I didn't do a picture a day here in December. Some months, some years, I do have a picture a day, and some I don't. And it doesn't really matter how you want to do your December daily. Just do it in whatever way works best for you if you're going to do it. Or if you're like, this is too much work, I don't have time for this, then just don't do it. You don't have to do a December daily. This is just something that crazy people like myself enjoy doing, even though it takes me forever to finish it. But anyway, it's just a bonus way of showcasing your memories from the month of December. Or some people don't do a December daily. Some people do a Halloween daily. If you're really into Halloween, that's another option. You could do a photo a day in October, or whatever holiday works best for you. Or do a summer daily, a summer album, where you just showcase very quickly all the different summer memories, one photo from each thing that you did. That would be another fun thing to do. So just some other ideas. If you like this, if you like the concept of a mini album, a mini themed album, there are other ways that you could do this. And if you do want to do a December daily, I do have some tips and tricks videos on my channel. I'll try to, I think there's a December daily playlist, so those should all be in there. Some of them are very old, I'm not gonna lie. So you're gonna see some very old spreads and some very old albums in some of those, but the tips and tricks still hold true, and some of them are things that I've mentioned in this video. So, and if you have any questions about doing a December daily, just leave them down in the comments below. So here I'm doing a little bit of journaling just to remember what these two photos were from. One was from the German Christmas market. I already did a separate 2-page spread for that, but I wanted to get just one of those photos in here since it was, a holiday themed thing. These are the close-up photos. It's very hard to photograph an album like this, so thanks for bearing with me. And you can see my thumb in this photo here, maybe. They're hard to photograph, but I hope that this was inspiring for you and that you come follow me on all my social channels, and I'll see you next time. Bye.